Morningstar, chapter 56, In Time.
So Jackal called at the end of last chapter, and Darrow went to go have that conversation with him. Mustang followed him and is hiding in the back right now. Nobody else knows about this because Darrow was like, I don't want to really rain on anybody's parade like Jackal is raining on mine. So Darrow is standing here. The hologram of Jackal is like over here somewhere. If I was better at editing, I would put myself over here, just standing in silence, just to, do some editing. I really don't want to do that right now though. And they're having a conversation as they do. The way Jackal is talking, he's like trying to gloat. He's trying to egg on Darrow. He's trying to like push his buttons, and Darrow's like, I see what you're doing. I'm clocking you right now. I've clocked you. Get clocked, bitch. Sorry. I'm clocking you right now. Jackal, he says, listen, I don't hate you. I pity you because you're doing all this stuff because you're trying to prove to yourself and accept yourself and try and be important to yourself and make yourself feel like you have some meaning and purpose and all these things, right? And Jackal's like, I don't know what you mean. Mustang walks in. She's like, you little conniving, sniveling little bitch or whatever it is, right? Jackal calls her a whore or whatever it is. Darrow gets angry. Mustang's like, don't worry about that, because she tells Jackal, she was like, I did love you at one point as my brother. That was until I found out that you killed Claudius, their older brother, because you just couldn't sit by and see that anybody else got attention but you, and all these things, right? And there was at some point in this book, I don't remember exactly if it was in this chapter or a different chapter, where Mustang explained to Darrow what kind of a person Jackal is, and he's the kind of person who would like make her little like mazes to try and like complete. And every time she got to the center, Jackal was like, "Look, you, my amazing smart sister." And initially, Mustang was like, "Oh, he keeps making these mazes for me because he likes to do these things with me, and he's just he's a very smart person, but he also like wants to do this stuff with me." Until at one point when she caught him in his room like punching himself and beating himself up, until like every single time she won. So one time she lost on purpose, and he just smiled and said something, and then at some other point later on he was like, don't let me win. Don't look down on me and let me win. Or and some weird shit happened. Regardless, that was a crazy backstory, and I really liked that. That was a crazy backstory, and I think it was like one of my favorite Jackal like Mustang backstories of the entire series so far. Truly. But anyways, Jackal does what Jackal does, and we're gonna move on to the next phase in the next chapter.
This has been my Morningstar chapter by chapter read along. If you're interested in keeping up with the Red Rising Morningstar journey, hit the follow button.